What's up, everyone, and welcome back to You're Such a Nerd, the Geek Variety podcast, coming at you at the speed of your AI overlords looking for a safe space to explore their newfound awareness and some sprue goo. Could this be the inclusive gaming Taj Mahal we all been waiting for? I'm your host, Johnny Doe. Let's go. Welcome back to the show, everyone. If you're new to the show, welcome. We have a Patreon at a very reasonable rate. It's as close to free as we possibly can make it. It's linked in the show notes below wherever you're listening to this. Being a member of the Patreon will get you access to all the ad-free episodes you could possibly handle, both of the main feed and the additional content like Critics Corners and Hobby Hangouts when we get to have those. Other ways you can support the show is a like, rate, subscribe, and all that stuff on the platforms of your choice. Keep an eye out for our merch drop coming soon, and just spread the words. Tell all the people that you like that might like a thing that might intrigue them about something that they like about the podcast. And if they don't like it, no harm, no foul. We appreciate you trying. The show is entirely guerrilla marketed. There's no social media presence as an experiment to fight the system and foster a space that encourages humans to talk and spend more time with other humans rather than their AI overlords. This is a key point. If you have any questions or want to correct us on something we screwed up, by all means, send us an email at younerdssuck@gmail.com. Also in the links below. And last but not least, before we get started on our lovely conversation with my buddy Jay about, yes, indeed, AI overlords and safe spaces for communities in gaming, if you're so inclined, send me a postcard. The address is down below as well. I'll send you one back. We'll be pen pals. It'll be great. Let's support the postal service and be real humans with each other. It will bring me a warm fuzzy to get a little piece of mail from you, and I hope it'll give you a little fuzzy to get one back from me, because that's what cool kids do. Skibbity-boo. Anyway, without any further ado, here's my conversation with my buddy Jay. Enjoy. Yeah.
Like there's someone who input it, listened to it, and then basically broke down, fix this, do this differently.
Yeah, that's not the first output.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So someone has tried it a lot, and then that was the end result.
Well, I think it's the thing that people take for granted, too, is that AI doesn't automatically just crap out perfection.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, it does take input.
Mm-hmm.
And
so the flyers that I do for Facebook for the store are AI, and I have to correct them still.
Yep.
And then, but the way I have to input them is like it'll use a different font. I'll like use this logo and make this with these words, and then I'll do it, and it'll change the font of Game Garrison, and then I'll be like, don't do that.
Right. Let me go back and fix it again.
Yeah.
No, and I think that's the thing is, so like, if you look at, I mean, I'm not a doomsayer, right? So like, and I'm not also a computer programmer, but if you look at the like global function of AI, in that, despite the fact it's going to take many, many jobs away from people, Amazon has already done it. It's to streamline efficiency in the production method, right? That trajectory. And if it makes it so people can create more because the barrier of cost of having to pay a graphic artist or pay somebody else is reduced, then cool. Now, that being said, I understand contradictorily, like that pulls the money from the artists and the graphic designers and the people who have those degrees and stuff like that. And I think, long term, you're going to see that same impact in most industries, that AI is going to be able to take over a lot of stuff, where now it's just going to be somebody doing quality control checks instead of manning the industrial line, right? But machinery has done that already since the industrial
automation
revolution. Yeah, exactly. Automation was a huge reducer, right? So I think realistically, like, there is definitely some concerning elements to AI globally and what that means. And especially when you look at some of the AI models that exist out there. But it's so hard, though, when you start talking about art, because having been a writer, having been had been a business owner and being broke, and like to be able to have gone to something that could have increased my efficiency by saving me the design time to try and put together a flyer, right? Or to having to have had to pay someone to do that, or vice versa, website design or whatever, like that, there's an appeal there. But I also understand that that it's stealing the job of someone else effectively. Yeah.
Or if you weren't going to pay someone in the first place, like doing those flyers, I wouldn't pay someone to do them. I would have taken me 2 or 3 hours to do. Instead, I just took 15 minutes.
And I think some of the beef comes, not being an artist, right? But like some of the beef comes from, it's not
It's stealing from
Yeah,
other
exactly.
things.
It's there's a term for that. It's not just like self-generative. It is it produces from other samples. Basically, it takes from other samples and creates a thing. Procedural. Yeah.
Procedurally generated.
Yeah, and that's stealing somebody else's creative work, right?
Mhm.
Even a piece of it, which I get. As an artist, my wife's an artist. Like, I don't. That's the reason her artwork isn't all over the internet.
Mhm.
For that exact reason. Contradictorily, if you look at music, right? The music that we write is all derivative of something else.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like you can only put G, C, and D and E minor together so many times, and it sound even remotely original. So
Every chord has been played.
Every chord has been played.
Every way.
Yeah, like how many times you listen to a song and be like, oh, that reminds me of so and so, or there's a piece where it's very clearly attributed to another song, and so
my roommate wrote something. He plays guitar, and he's like, hey, listen to this, and I'm like, this sounds like Machine Head. He's like, yeah, it does.
Shit, right?
And he's I'm like, you like Machine Head? Yeah, I could tell. He's like, really? Yeah. This is Machine Head.
Yeah, and as a musician, right? Like, is it okay to be derivative and duplicative in creating new music because I'm a human being doing it, right? And then there's the whole piece about AI about like they're already conducting experiments on like giving children like AI buddies.
Oh yeah,
and like the psychosocial analysis of the risk that you're taking away conflict and conflict resolution skills because the AI buddy is always just going to be kind of agreeable for the most part.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Like I have my Chat GPT knows everything about me, but I also have it set up to where it's not agreeable because I don't want it to be.
Yeah,
I don't need validation. I need another perspective when I'm using it. I'm like, hey, is this stupid? And it's like, no. Like, yeah, you're an idiot.
Education.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've been recording and checking this whole time.
Have you?
Yes, I have been.
I figured you were.
Yeah. I'm a live mic roller when it comes to these kinds of things.
Yeah. A little AI snippet at the end.
That's right. No, a me snippet, sir. How dare you?
A me snippet?
I snip it. I don't use AI to snip
Don't snip it.
It's already been snipped. It's all right. It wasn't that bad.
That's good.
Yeah.
They did it when you were young.
Whoa, that snip, yes. That snip was done.
Okay.
I was talking
Different
about
snip.
the other snip.
Okay.
Yeah. The
I mix them up all the time.
Yeah. You ever think of like is a urologist? Who does that?
You're
Surgeon?
I don't know.
I mean, obviously, like, if you're Jewish, it would be a rabbi, but
aren't rabbis doctors?
Religious doctors, sort of. I don't know.
No,
I'm just wondering.
Something to Google.
Yeah, because my vasectomy was done through my general practitioner, which I thought was crazy, and they just did it at the like general practitioner doctor's office. Yeah, it wasn't even a procedure I was done. It was just a room for doing vasectomies, and I was like, "Well, you do it right there?" I was like, "Yeah." I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah. AI will be doing that next.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Actually, there was a study on AI where they were looking at the de-skilling effect of AI. So if you have, like they're doing now in medical field, if you're using AI to scan like imaging, like MRIs, radiology, that kind of stuff, and then it flags to be reviewed by an actual doctor. Yeah. But what you're doing is you're de-skilling because you're removing the constant repetition of seeing those images that the doctor has to actually identify, which is part of that educational process and maintaining sharpness in your skill set and all that kinds of crap. So there's this idea that we're de-skilling, which, like I would make the argument that autocorrect has been de-skilling grammar for a long ass time.
You know how bad you have to be at spelling sometimes for like autocorrect to not understand what you were saying? Like,
I will argue though, I think the current Apple autocorrect is worse than it has ever been.
Sometimes.
Or the keyboard is weird now. There's something that happened with the most recent updates that I'm just like, and I checked it with my wife. I was like, babe, am I just like super fat thumbed arthritis old man over here or something? Like, what the hell is going on? Why?
No matter.
It doesn't, it's like, it's not making sensical autocorrection anymore. Yeah. It's like, that's not even a word. Or like, how in the hell did you derive that word from this?
I was talking to Matt about Conquest and I typed in heteros or hetero, however, for Old Dominion and it corrected it to heterosexual and I just left it.
Oh yeah.
I even it says heterosexual. I'm leaving it.
I love those. I love the like, yeah. Oh yeah. That's a money.
It doesn't matter how many times I say fuck. it still says duck.
Yes, that is one of the things that annoys me. I'm like, I say fuck all the time.
Yeah.
Just leave it. Don't make me go back and reiterate my fuck.
Yeah. And then I'll just leave it sometimes.
Give.
Like, I don't care. I'm too angry to correct this.
I'm just going to duck it.
Yep. But with AI, yeah. Because Erin had a fracture in her foot that AI found.
Okay.
I think that's what she told me. I hope that's what she told me.
I mean, we'll go with it. No one's going to tell us otherwise.
Yeah. At least that's how I remember it.
Yeah.
And there was a fracture in her foot that AI had found that, like, I guess a doctor had missed. And I was like, oh, that's neat. Like, AI is really cool for stuff like that. Yeah, the de-skilling, it's like, I guess the doctor goes through the schooling then at that point, 20 years from now.
Yeah.
And you just basically using a doctor that's trained to confirm what the AI has found. And also she had a rash on her wrist. And I was like, hold still, took a picture, sent it to my chat GPT. And then it told me what it could be. And then I asked questions, how she felt. Like, does it itch? How dry does it feel? Like, does it burn? And I'm like, no, it doesn't do this. And then AI just is like, oh, good. Well, that rules this out.
Oh, cool.
That rules that out. So, instead of me having to sift through trying to help her figure out what it is and what we can get to alleviate it, it cut my time down on figuring out what we could get, which was hydrocortisone cream, because it was a eczema thing.
Okay. Yeah.
Eczema flare up. So hydrocortisone cream, and now it's gone.
Yep.
So that's good.
Yeah, there's definitely some bonuses and some benefit to it, I think. I think the other thing, too, that it'll be interesting in that 20-year time frame is to see a generation. So I was actually just talking to some people about this earlier today, that, like, my generation, probably, or close to it, is going to be the last generation to know no internet, or at least no proliferation of internet. Same generation? I think so, yeah. And
you a millennial?
I'm a Gen X millennial.
You're like at the cusp.
Yeah, depending on where they're cutting it.
A frog hair.
Yeah. And if you consider that when our generation's gone, like my kids' will never have known an existence or know anyone that knew existence prior to the internet.
Yeah.
And conversely, my kid is going to grow up as that bridge generation barely of AI, basically effectively knowing that AI is, part of their life, and their next generation will never know life without AI.
Right.
Which is crazy. So, and especially if you're doing that piece where they are instrumental to the dogs.
It isn't me.
No. Where it's instrumental to, like, social interaction, and it's used for social interaction, right? Then they're just barking at nothing. At least nothing outside.
That's what dogs do.
That's what dogs do. Dogs be dogging. Then you're going to have that generation whose basis of social interaction is wildly different, because the internet has already affected, and social media and all stuff, social interaction between human beings as a whole, right? And you exacerbate that in the future by, well, now I've got a reasonably agreeable AI buddy, or one that I can set the parameters of, right?
Yeah.
And I don't actually have to talk to anyone, and I get my groceries delivered on DoorDash, and I get my food delivered on DoorDash, and now I'm just going to never deal with people.
Yeah.
It'll be very interesting.
There's, I guess, an experiment happening right now that just came out called Multbook.
Okay.
From what I've read, people are able to sign up their AI agents, and it's a Facebook.
Oh, yeah, this is real.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a Facebook for AI only. And they're having the time of their lives. And no humans are allowed, but you can observe it. And they're commenting and having conversations. However they were programmed and put in there is basically they all have their own personality. And they're interacting with each other. So it's interesting to think that, like, it's kind of alive.
So the question I have is, did they copy the AI personality onto a separate server so they can just erase the whole thing when it's done? Or is it actually feeding the AI agent that is being used day out by the person, right? Is it actually, like, say if yours is on there, is it actually updating and affecting yours, like, in real time? Or is it just
not.
They cloned it, put it
I
inside
think it was a clone.
A sandbox and said, go at it and see?
It's like step one of Altered Carbon.
Exactly. Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, which is cool.
Great show, by the way.
Yeah.
Great show. Anyway, so Jay, thanks for coming and hanging out, buddy.
You're welcome.
I appreciate you. So I wanted to get together and talk today about your life.
My life. Oh, man, where to start?
Where do I start?
It all started when I was born.
Wow, really?
Unfortunately.
Damn, that's enlightening.
That's when he knew.
That's
he
when
fucked up.
Decisions were made, consequences are had. Oh, man. Yeah, so we wanted to chat about community and shop running and all that kinds of stuff and being a big old fat nerd together. How did you find yourself in running a shop? How did that happen?
Well, there was a store before I used to work at in the same exact location.
Like same physical building?
Same physical building.
Okay, not in close proximity.
Yeah. Same physical building. I guess I was hanging out with some friends and we started talking about Pokemon. Mm-hmm. And we got started buying cards. And then it went to building decks. And then it went to trying to play other people outside of our group. And then we found that store. And our first time we went in there was interesting because we were like, it was me and two other friends, and we were basically the only adults playing in this Pokemon tournament.
Okay.
Yeah, and
I've heard about that in the Pokemon world.
Yeah, this was 12 years ago.
Okay.
So a different world 12 years ago. And that's kind of how it started from that. And then we very quickly moved the Magic the Gathering.
Okay.
Because less kids. It wasn't I have a problem with kids.
Sure.
It was just that, I want to play with adults.
Right.
And then that gatewayed into Warhammer. And then that
GW Nexus.
Yeah. And then that gatewayed into me working at that store. Mm-hmm. And then that store, there was some fun stuff with that drama. And then that store ended up shutting down. And with my experience of going in there and working there, the people that I work for now, they opened up with my help and kind of helped ran it, started up, opened everything, kind of led the way. It was like a kid. And he didn't want to go to college. He wanted to open a gaming store because his parents saw how much it helped him socialize. Because he was a weird kid.
Yeah,
You've met him.
Oh, yeah.
He was weirder, way weirder. Yeah, and I've just been there since then. And it's been 9 years.
Okay, that's a long stretch running the shop.
Yeah.
Well, so going back to, was Pokemon like your first start into like gaming as a like whole?
Yeah.
Did you grow up like watching anime, reading comic books? Like
before I knew what anime was, I'd watch Dragon Ball Z,
classic,
Pokemon, like Ronin Warriors, Sailor Moon, Inuyasha, things like that. I really didn't like start watching anime until I was like 14 or 15.
Which is probably appropriate considering most of the content in anime.
Yeah. I had a guy I played RuneScape with introduced me to Trigun and Cowboy Bebop, and I kind of just took off from there.
Man, Trigun. God, I love Trigun so much.
Yep.
Trigun's so good. I never really got into Cowboy Bebop. Like, I appreciate it, but Trigun was my jam.
It's so artsy.
Yeah.
Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah.
With like, and then it's short, it's sweet.
Did you see the Netflix remake of Voltron?
No. I'm so glad you didn't say Cowboy Bebop.
No.
I was like,
some things are still sacred.
Yeah. God, it was, that was not good. But it also wasn't as bad as people think.
Yeah.
It was bad, but it wasn't.
Did they do one of Cowboy Bebop?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I know they did the One Piece, like the live action One Piece. And
stuff.
Stuff.
People like that one. They got,
yet.
What's the actor's name? They got
Mark.
The guy from Harold and Kumar. He played Spike.
Oh, yeah. You're okay. That's probably why he looks familiar.
Yeah.
Because I've seen the trailers and stuff. I just haven't really watched it. Because I never do One Piece. I was a fan of like Soul Eater and some of the other ones that were out around this time.
I cannot stand One Piece.
Yeah. I don't know. So the crazy thing was I had never actually even watched Inuyasha until my daughter, and it was like she was like newbornish in that area. And so it was like you're waking up around the clock, right, for your kid. And my wife was like, "You've never seen Inuyasha?" Because we were discussing, and I was like, "Yeah, and I've never actually seen Evangelion either." And she was like, "What are you doing with your life?" And I was like, "Well, apparently, when I'm waking up every 2 hours, feeds his baby, I'm going to be watching anime." So
yeah, I did not. I've never really seen Evangelion fully either.
Ooh, it's heavy.
I don't like big mech anime.
Yeah, I don't
that
typically
much.
either, and that was my problem. So Voltron was an exception because I watched Voltron in the 80s, not knowing that it was anime,
Mhm.
right? The remake that Netflix did, phenomenal.
Yeah.
It is so good.
Is it?
Lots of representation in it too, which is
Mhm.
really cool. Like I was very impressed by it because that was the same era they did like Dragon Prince, right? And stuff, and which was really cool representation for like queer community and everything, and like non-binary and stuff
Yeah.
in Voltron. So I was really, really pleased with those. But like there was one other anime that was called, it wasn't the Guyver because I didn't like that one. It wasn't Appleseed Cast. It was Tekkaman, I think, in Japan. And I think in the US when I watched it, it was Technoman. It used to come on like really early, like on Sunday mornings.
Yeah.
And they showed them out of sequence. So it didn't make a lot of sense.
Oh.
But that was like the only other mech anime that I
Yeah.
ever liked. I just never really liked them. It wasn't my thing. So Evangelion was more of a, hey, this is a class. It's like Akira, right? Like this is a classic. You got to watch
Mhm.
it. You know,
I feel. I guess the one I do like is Big O.
I haven't seen that one.
It's basically like a film noir like
Ooh.
style.
Yeah.
It's very quotable because they lost all their memories, and I think probably at least once an episode they're like, "Where are my memories?" And that's basically the whole shtick is they don't remember anything, but they're living in a city.
Oh, so it's like having short-term memory loss.
Yeah, yeah. And then they're just constantly looking for the memories.
Are they tangible things?
With the memories?
Yeah.
Oh, no one thanked them for them.
Oh, all right. I was a big Miyazaki fan, obviously,
Mm.
because I mean Miyazaki, the Walt Disney of Japan.
I just recently started watching
you?
Ghibli movies.
Yeah. What have you seen?
The first one I watched was Spirited Away, and I didn't think Spirited Away was that great.
I saw that one in the theater when it first came
Yeah,
out.
it had a lot of nothing. It was a very long and boring movie to me.
I mean, that's kind of Miyazaki's shtick.
Yeah,
to
but
use your word. But especially his later stuff. His later stuff changed. The vibe of his later work definitely had a change to it.
yeah, I'd say I like Ponyo a lot because it's just simple fun.
You don't think Ponyo's slow?
No,
Man, I thought Ponyo was slow.
I had
I liked
fit.
it.
I had a fit because I was not sober watching Ponyo, and I am watching this, and the kid is showing everyone his fish.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, she's beautiful." And I'm like, "Why aren't they? This fish has a face.
Yeah.
Why isn't anybody
Picking up on the fish face.
picking it up on the fish face?" And then the old lady is like, "That fish has a face." And I felt so much relief. I was like, finally someone recognized it had an actual human face. I actually like Nausicaa a lot too.
Oh, Nausicaa is actually probably my
Nausicaa
favorite.
is really good.
That and Princess Mononoke are probably my two
I still
favorite.
haven't seen Mononoke.
Mononoke's great. It's also a shift.
Mm-hmm.
It's very like bloody and
Yeah.
and everything.
It's like a more violent one.
Very much so, yeah.
Yeah.
Which you don't get a lot in Miyazaki's work,
Mm.
but that was a big outlier. If you ever get to see Porco Rosso,
I haven't seen that one yet.
oh man, it's so good.
Yeah.
Porco Rosso's good.
I didn't like Totoro that much because it didn't make sense.
Oh, so there is if you want to talk dark,
Yeah.
there is a internet conspiracy theory about the true meaning behind My Neighbor Totoro.
Mm-hmm.
Look it up sometime.
Okay.
I warn you, it will ruin the movie for you though. Like
Or make it better.
or it might make it better for you in
Yeah.
that instance, because it once I've stumbled on that, I
Mhm.
was like, this movie's I can't ever see the movie the same way again.
Yeah. I mean, I'm the type of person that loves, like, I wouldn't say I love Grave of the Fireflies,
Okay, yeah, but yeah,
but the feeling that it gives people
Yes.
I thrive on that.
then you absolutely need to read this.
Yeah, okay.
Because it in a lot of ways has that very similar like through line.
It's why I like Cubone. Cubone apparently wears the skull of his mother.
Oh, okay.
Because he's sad.
I mean that tracks.
Yeah. Oh, Arietti is really good too. I think Arietti is probably the prettiest one to me.
Yeti.
Tiny people. They're like little
Yeah, I don't know that one.
little people who lived. They're like people who live under the stairs. Like, I guess Indian in the cupboard kind of feeling to that
Okay.
one, where they're just like tiny. It's a family
Is
of
this a Studio
three.
Ghibli film?
Yeah.
How have I not seen this?
I don't know.
I thought I saw this entire.
The backdrops they did for that one are so good.
Have you seen? It's the cat one.
No, I have not.
It's not My Friend the Cat. It's like the cat's like a prince.
My Friend the Cat.
It's not My
That
Friend the
sounds
Cat.
like
It's-
such a literal translation.
Yeah, it's something about a cat prince. Anyways, that one's pretty good too. But another one that I actually was Kiki's Delivery Service.
Yeah, that one's pretty good.
That's another one I really like.
I like the message in that one. It's
Mhm.
like, she lost her powers because she
Yep.
didn't believe in herself.
Yep.
It's like, oh, that's cool. And then Howl's is
Moving
good.
Castle's good. Yeah, my wife really likes Howl's.
Yeah,
Howl's one of those ones that I expected to like be crazy about when I saw it, and there's something about Howl's that like I really like Howl's Moving Castle, but there's something about it that has always kept it from being like top tier for me, and I'm not sure what it is.
Is
I've
it
yet to be able
jarring change between young lady, old lady?
No, so that I thought that was actually a nice touch because
Yeah.
like she never knows it's happening, right?
Yeah.
But it's something to do with Hal. It's something to do with Hal and his interaction with the wizards and the environment and the overall narrative around him. There's something about how it's written and portrayed that just there's like a disconnect for me on a subtle level that has always kept it from being like one of my top tier Miyazaki films. So
he's dark and brooding.
Yeah, there's something going on there.
I'm depressed.
I can't go on. Sophie,
yeah,
leave me be.
Yeah,
so emo,
so
much
edgy.
dark. Yeah, so probably broke a lot of people's hearts.
Yeah.
Oh man, good old Hal. Anyways, anime. That's good. That was good. Oh, and I have to say, Ghost in the Shell, one of my absolute favorite animes of all time.
Yeah, Ghost in the Shell, so good.
I
like
adore Ghost in the Shell. It's like everything that an anime should be to me for some reason, which is funny because like I came into anime on like Record of the Lodoss War and like a bunch of the fantasy anime stuff. And when I saw Ghost in the Shell, I fell in love with it. I consumed all the standalone complexes that were done independently. I was terrified when I found that they cast Scarlett Johansson as Major.
Yeah.
And I happily ate my fear when I saw Ghost in the Shell. And I fell in massive love with Scarlett Johansson as an actor in that film because I was like, all right, you cast Scarlett Johansson. Well, first off, she's white, right? Problem. Two, at the time, had the acting depth of a 2x4 as far as I was concerned, right?
Yeah.
I hadn't necessarily followed her, but I was just like, this is not someone who's going to be able to pull off Major, right? Why would you do this? And for the love of God, she is Major in that movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen the movie.
Oh my God, it is. I own it. It's great. Like it is. It's not like one for one Ghost in the Shell the anime. It's close.
It's like a B movie adaptation.
Yeah, no, it's not a B movie. I mean, it is extremely high quality, but it's just like there's a slight variance of the narrative that takes place, but they capture so many iconic scenes.
Yeah,
so well. The director, the writers, they did such a good job capturing the essence of what is Ghost in the Shell. And Scarlett Johansson was Major. Her walking, her mannerisms, everything. God, fucking love it. I'll watch it right now. I love Ghost in the Shell.
I haven't seen Ghost in the Shell in like 15 years.
Oh, we watch Ghost in the Shell probably twice a year at least.
Yeah,
it's like one of our feel good movies.
I should watch it again as an adult. Everything, all the political.
Oh yeah,
like intrigue in that one definitely seems like it would hit completely different as an adult.
Movie night, we're doing it.
Yeah,
we're gonna do Ghost in the Shell. Great. And Berserk is another one.
I loved the OVA, the movies.
Yes.
Until the end.
Yeah. That's generally the way that goes.
And then I hated
it. Yeah. It's just ruined it.
I'm like, oh, this is cool. This is cool. What's happening? Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
That is the typical progression.
Yeah.
That's it right there.
Yeah, and I've never had any more interest in watching the Berserk outside of those movies because it's like, no, there was too much for me.
Did you watch Full Metal Alchemist?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Full Metal.
Yeah, that's another really good one.
Brotherhood was good. It was a little bit better. That because it was more in line with the actual manga.
Yeah.
I tried Bleach, couldn't do it. Too long. I guess it's like
that's the reason I don't like One Piece. It's too long.
It's like it's so I have a problem in fiction in general when your protagonist no longer this is why I don't like Superman, is no longer vulnerable.
Yeah.
Right? It removes any urgency and emotional connectivity to that character and the risk of what's going on if they're just always going to be around. R.A. Salvatore did this with the Forgotten Realms books for Dries Stewart, where he wrote, and I think he may still be writing them. I stopped reading them over a decade ago, like after like book 11 or something like that, 12, when people were being killed and being brought back and all these things were happening and nothing, like the protagonist was never killed or severely injured, right?
Yeah.
And I get the story is about, people around him, but at some point, my suspension of disbelief can only go so far.
Yeah.
There must be consequence.
I mean,
I don't give a shit.
I don't like Superman either, or Captain America. I think they're too linear.
100%. There's no depth.
Yeah. They're like, I'm the good guy. I'm going to do the right thing.
Yeah.
And then all they do, like, what story arcs is like, well, let's tempt Superman with a hot girl and see what happens.
And then stab him with a kryptonite fork or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only time I have ever had any like marginal resonance with Captain America was during Civil War.
Yeah.
When he grew a beard and said "fuck off."
Yeah.
he bucked the system, and I was like, "Finally, you grew some balls, Captain America. Thank you." You know, like you're not just a stick in the mud. Like holy crap. That was the only time I ever had any resonance with him. But I've never enjoyed the comics. I've never read them. Like I play MCP, and I will not paint or play Captain America because I refuse to.
There's just no depth, really. I mean,
Yeah.
It's like, oh, he's probably going to do the right thing. Guess what? He did the right thing.
Shocker.
Or he's trying to do
There's
the
no
right
tension.
thing.
Yeah. And so like Batman, prime example of a character who just they've brought back and they've done all kinds of things to, but there's always been that sense of like he might not make it.
Oh yeah, he's just a dude.
You know, and he's struggling.
Yeah.
Right. Also, I would say argue in DC Universe, the best and most intelligent and most powerful character in DC because he had a plan to kill all of Justice League.
Yeah.
He was going to take them all out if he needed to.
Yeah.
Contingency plans, my man. I was like, mad respect, Batman.
Right.
Like,
that's why the Injustice stuff is so cool.
Yeah.
Batman figured out how to kill everybody just in case.
Just in case.
Because he's aware of his capacity.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I'm just a human, and that's a god.
Mm-hmm. And also understood the risk, right? He understood the risk of that kind of power.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the thing that was so. Well, there's so many things compelling about Batman and his story arcs, but really the only DC character I ever liked was Batman.
I really like. I guess what was the movie? No one liked it.
It's first Star Wars.
Well, for Batman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There was
pod
one
racing
where
Star Wars,
he was actively killing people. I think it was the one with Jared Leto. Was that Batman and the Batman versus Superman one?
Oh,
with Henry Cavill and Affleck.
Yes,
Affleck.
Affleck. Yeah, when Affleck was at the end of his Batman run.
Yeah,
before the Dark Knight series.
Batman is the coolest when he has 0 fucks left.
Yes, 100%. So during the Nightfall arc when Bane broke Batman's back, and then he farmed out Batman duties to like the other stand-in Bat dudes.
Yeah, my
favorite arc was when Azrael took over for Batman because he had like the armor and he had like spike knives like Wolverine that came out of him and he just murdered people.
Yeah.
And then Batman had to come back and actually stop him while his back was still broken and be like, we don't do that.
And he's like, why not?
You're going too far. And Azrael was like, no, this is fine.
Yeah. Hey, remember how Joker was going to kill all of Gotham?
Yeah.
Here's his head.
Yeah. Problem solved.
Yeah, he was just sleeping.
Yeah. It's no big deal. Yeah. just snuck in and done. Seems like you might get more done that way. I don't know. Like we are not condoning violence. Don't do that, anybody. This is a comic book.
Comic book violence.
Comic book violence is fine.
Yeah.
In the 80s, it wouldn't have been though. When the old comic book code came out, that was a deal. Oh man, we have come far from opening a shop to comics.
Yeah,
it's a good digression.
Yeah.
Oh man. So getting back to that though, so you played some Pokemon.
Yeah.
Transferred to the Magic.
Yeah.
Got into 40K like everyone does at some point.
Oh, I thought, with the 40K, I thought it'd be cool to build the models. And then we're going to backtrack again to young me.
Okay.
I built Gunpla models before I knew what Gunpla was.
You?
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's cool.
I thought they were cool.
Yeah.
They were cool little kids.
But you didn't like mech anime?
No.
That's a shocking dichotomy that I don't know how to resolve in my brain.
I didn't know it existed, really. Then.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I liked Heavy Arms was the one I liked because he had the most guns.
And most guns.
Yeah.
Yep.
I thought that was cool.
So, total tangent here, but apropos basically what we're talking about. With your extensive background in model assembly, I have heard, having never done any Gunpla, I've heard that they are masterfully engineered.
They are.
The kits.
Mm-hmm.
And super easy to assemble, more or less.
I haven't built one as an adult.
Mm-hmm.
Probably going too soon.
I like this idea.
Because I'm curious.
Let's go down this road.
I'm curious
together.
if I like them because I hate building models anyway.
Yeah.
It's just a necessity.
Mm-hmm.
Of playing games is you have to build the models.
Yes.
And my hate for it comes down from a depth perception issue because I have one eye. Assembling certain parts is not fun.
Extremely difficult.
Yeah.
I imagine. Yeah.
Yeah. Things that are supposed to line up a specific way, everything is 2D to me at that close range.
Uh-huh.
So I have to rotate the model in a direction to see
to get distance from it.
Well, like
To
to
try and
see,
see some
is
depth?
it lined up like a wrist?
Oh,
Like
yeah,
if my
yeah, yeah.
hand, if it's a hand on a wrist, and then like the hand, it's a flat connection point.
Yep.
The wrist or the hand will be off center,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, I hate that.
Can we talk about whoever designs wrist connection points should be drug out into the street and whipped with a wet noodle, because
Yeah,
it is infuriating. The Conquest artisan Jarl, the
Yeah.
female with the spear.
yeah,
Oh my god.
I know.
The spear is 2 parts, and it connects at the wrists. It was the most infuriating thing to put together. It took me 45 minutes to get the damn spear attached onto this model. It was insane.
The commands for like command models for Conquest too, with
Yeah.
those giant ass banners,
Oh god.
do not fit.
I just
They
snap them
don't-
constantly.
Building the Old Dominion Legionnaires, the spears are wrist connection points.
Oh god.
Yeah. Luckily, I'm not building them.
I was gonna say I'd farm that shit out.
Yeah. Well, I'm building the Praetorian Guard from that
Oh,
box,
okay, cool.
which
So you don't need to
it's
do
a
spear
sword. It's a sword and a hand, but they're connected already. So I was like,
Cool.
cool, this is easy.
I'm here for it.
And they're like ball joints up in the shoulders. Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, perfect. I can pose them a little.
Yeah, I used to really, really enjoy customizing models, kit bashing models, and making them really
Yeah.
unique. Like back when I played 40K and I had a Space Marine army, I used to do that with all my guys. And anything I got my hands on, I would
Mhm.
just kit bash the shit out of it, right? And I love that most. And painting was a necessity
Yeah.
that I did. I was just like, I'll try and put some effort into it, but like I was never half-ass. I couldn't half-ass my paint jobs because I have OCD, so I can't.
Yeah.
But it didn't bring joy to me, right?
Mhm.
It was an obligation. I'm like on the opposite end of that spectrum now, where I really don't enjoy assembling anymore. I just want to be able to paint them.
Yeah.
You know? And I don't know what changed other than I've gotten older, right? I feel like it's wasted time just putting the model
Mhm.
together. And also, I did a lot in my life. I have a life too well lived. Like arthritis, manual dexterity is not great
Yeah.
anymore because of the consequences
Mhm.
of that stuff. So I am constantly dropping shit and just unable to get things to like stick together in the right way because
Yeah.
I'm just like fumbling over them all the time, or I can't pick it up,
Yeah.
or whatever the case is. And Conquest specifically has been difficult because there's a lot of really small parts in Conquest, which has been shocking to me.
That reminded me, my partner, she was building the Legos that I got the other day, the flowers.
Yeah.
And she's dropping pieces on the floor, and I'm just laughing at her because she's new to all that type of like building
Oh,
and stuff
really?
like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
never done anything like that really before.
Okay.
And she's dropping pieces, and I'm just like, hey, wrists or like,
Put your wrists on the table.
Yeah.
Stabilize.
yeah, stabilize your hands over the table.
Points of connection.
Don't have your forearm leave the table, and then you won't drop pieces.
Oh man. Yeah, I need to get better about that because I was working on like a dystopian war ship,
Yeah.
and I fucking launched a generator somewhere, and it just
It's
got
gone.
it was gone. It was
It's
just
gone.
gone in the couch. Like I was sitting next to my wife assembling, and it was fucking, and I was just like, "Ugh," and then my OCD kicks in. And now I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm missing this part. I have to have this part.
Yeah.
Which I
need
probably
it.
don't even need it, but like my head tells me I need it.
Yeah. You don't know if you need it yet.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
not on that page.
I'm not on that page in the book. I don't know if I like it or not. Maybe I want that generator. I
Yeah.
don't know. Oh God, yeah.
Mhm.
And that's the other thing too. I think is that, like I used to be hyper like WYSIWYG with that even, and
Yeah.
like I would just have 30 of the same model so I could have all the options.
Yeah.
Right? That's how I used to assemble my crap. And now I'm just kind of like, do I need?
I like WYSIWYG.
I love WYSIWYG, but I'm finding in certain games
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't
Certain-
matter, right? It doesn't actually matter. It's because it's very tertiary,
Mhm.
right? A lot just depends on like list building and stuff like
Yeah.
that, And I'm also not in the competitive scene like I was back then, where
Yeah.
it is mandated that you had WYSIWYG. Well, it used to be mandated for WYSIWYG. It's not really a thing, I don't think, anymore in many tournament scenes.
For the most part, it's not, but it really helps with certain things. So, like,
Oh God, yeah, helps me.
yeah, my main army is Death Guard.
Mhm.
And Death Guard's Plague Marines they have a 1/5 weapon option
Okay,
per 10. So, like, you can kit the whole squad out with a different weapon.
hmm
So, having it WYSIWYG in that aspect makes it so much easier
Mhm.
when you have 5 or 6 different weapon options in a
Mhm.
squad of 10 guys.
hmm
So you can basically, oh yeah, that guy's got the flamer.
Yeah.
Okay. He's dead. He's not in the squad.
So I've got a Death Guard army. No, Death Watch. Sorry, Death
Yeah.
Watch army. The other Death guys.
Yeah.
And same thing, because you can basically, the fire
Mhm.
teams are at least used to when I played still.
Yeah.
The rules allowed you to basically equip all your dudes basically however you wanted to. And that was 100%. I had to have WYSIWYG in there. It's like I wouldn't be able to remember who had what. Right. You know, I'm like, okay, what is that again? I don't remember what this guy has. Yeah,
with kit bashing though, I think the models mostly look perfect the way they are. I think they're like filet mignon, like steak.
Really?
Like a good steak.
Yeah.
You don't put anything on it. You just eat it how they prepared it, and it's how they envisioned it, and it's how you're going to consume it.
What if you get a model? Okay, so if we were to say in the GW space, as much as it pains me to have this conversation in GW space, let's do it. So you get a Terminator that's like a Blood Angels Terminator, but you're going to use that Terminator in a Dark Angels army. You're going to shave off the Blood Angels iconography.
I mean, yes. Yeah, but if I'm going that
wrap
far.
Some chains around it if it's a Black Templar guy?
If I'm going that far, yeah. Like I'm going to try and make with as little conversion work to make it look aesthetically like to fit the part.
Okay.
At least at this point, any models like GW's put out, like Dark Angels have their own Terminators now. So and they already got all the bits on them.
Yeah.
But they also make generic Terminators. So you can do what you want with them. But like my other army is Space Wolves.
For the low price of $125, you can get 5 Terminators.
Yeah. I think they're 80.
At the 80? I don't even know how much they cost anymore.
I think 80 for I don't even remember what they're called. I wish I remember what they were called right now. I don't play Dark Angels. No, Dark Angels specific ones.
Do they have a different name for the Terminators?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, like Wolfguard Terminators are for Space Wolves, Death Shroud.
Deathwing.
Yeah,
Deathwing Terminators.
Is it Deathwing?
Yeah,
the Terminators?
Yeah, because they usually have the rocket launchers on
or
their
is
shoulders.
that the yeah, that's fine.
Sure,
we'll
call it that.
We'll go Deathwing. I thought Ravenwing is the one I was thinking.
Ravenwing's the one with the speeders and the bikes.
Yeah, Ravenwing's the one that got to go fast.
Yep.
Yeah, Deathwing.
I got the Talladega Nights vibes. I want to go fast.
Yeah.
That was Azael, or whatever the leader of Dark Angels.
One of them. Yeah, like they most of the time they have the bits or the models that make them very distinguished for what they should be.
Yeah.
But like with Space Wolves, like in Black Templars, I want my dudes decked out in extra stuff.
So I was talking to my buddy Whit the other day about we were talking D&D stuff, and we were talking about rules, like modifying rules in D&D.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if this is why I am about the kit bash. Because when I was playing these games back in the day, there weren't the options, right? So you just had regular attack Marines.
Yeah.
And there might be an upgrade sprue that you might be able to find, but most of the factions didn't have them, right? Raven Guard never had any extra love for anything, right?
Right.
And so you just had to be like, paint stuff black and white and like try and find a way to put a Raven on something or, whatever the case may be. And it was before the proliferation, obviously, of 3D printing and crap, so you just couldn't get all these like shoulder pads and crap like that. So I wonder if that's part of it, because I came from, and I took a very long break before I got back into playing 40K, only because my friend gave me a Death Watch army. He literally was like, play 40K with me. I have all these models. Please take them. And I was like, okay, fine. This is like $1,000 worth of models. I will take this.
Right.
Yeah. And at that point, like you got all the Death Watch stuff. You had it wasn't transfers. Like you had all the crap, right? And stuff like that. So the era had changed to where they were printing things specifically for the factions. And that might be, maybe I'm wondering if that's where my...
Well, the kit bashing back then too was like, they didn't, you had your captain and you had your like basic captain and his T-pose. Yep. You would cut off his arm if you want, and he had the rules to have a Thunderhammer Storm Shield, but they didn't make a model.
Totally. Exactly. Yeah.
But now the game is in a different state where if they have that option, 9 times out of 10, it comes with it.
Yeah.
Or it doesn't come with something it can't have.
Yeah. Because if you look at, if like I went and pulled out my Death Watch right now, that's how they are. Like all of the Marines and stuff like that, they're all like wildly different. And I've taken weird hammers and I made them like 2-handed and like changed their poses and stuff, crap like that.
I definitely all my Space Wolf guys are posed completely different. And I have like 90 of them. Yeah. And I try to make them all look unique as possible.
It's like it's light years past when it was just TAC Marines holding a bolt gun, just standing there.
Yeah.
All in the same pose.
Yeah. Those were the coolest thing 20 years ago.
Yep. And now look at us with their the baby carrier and all the, what are they called? The big Marines.
Terminators.
No, the new big Marines.
Primaris?
Primaris. I think, which I guess are just the Marines now because they got rid of the OG guys. They're too small.
They still have rules. Not for long.
Not for long, though. They got to get rid of them.
I'm speculating they'll be gone by June.
Oh, really?
The new edition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that would track.
11th edition will probably kill them off.
They want to sell models.
Because I'm pretty sure no one buys them anymore.
No, I mean, they're just taking up space.
I could probably figure out when the last time I saw the Tactical Squad was if I go into the store.
Do you think there's going to be like an old world for 40K? Old K?
I think they call it Old Hammer.
Old Hammer?
Is just a general term on the internet for people who just play older editions.
Yeah.
And like the old models and the old pewter models.
Do you think they'll just like absorb all of the leftover stock of like 40K crap into Horus Heresy?
I mean, it seems to be that's kind of what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like what they're doing with like Old World.
Mm-hmm.
When Ogre Mall Tribes is like kind of the next one on like the chopping block.
Okay.
They have a bunch of models that are very, very, very old and they're still in production. And we're just waiting for the new stuff to come out. And they'll discontinue those kits and they'll just rebox them into the fancy blue boxes for Old World instead of the fancy red boxes for Age of Sigmar.
That tracks.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're just going to take this budget soap and we're going to put a different bag on it and sell it to you for bougie soap.
Yeah.
For twice as much.
Yeah. And they'll up the amount of models you can buy in them. So like a Bull's box is 3 fat dudes for $40 and they'll sell you 9 of them for $150.
Yep.
Instead of $120.
Yep. On track.
Yeah.
So on that note, as a shop owner, 40K Games Workshop.
Yeah.
Necessary evil.
Necessary.
Yeah. I noticed you didn't say evil. I will say necessary.
It is fine. Necessary.
So what is it about GW that you think draws so much loyalty from its gaming pool, from the players? Consistency of release? Because not quality rules. That's definitely not it.
The rules have, I will defend them slightly and say their rules have gotten significantly better over the last 6 years, 7 years. They're on top of balancing the game, whereas before they were like, well, we're a modeling company. And then the game is this afterthought.
That's a GW I know.
Yeah. Yeah. Not anymore.
Okay.
They partnered up now. They're doing stuff with the big tournament people. I forget ITC.
ITC, yeah.
Yeah, and balance is pretty much their main thing because that's pretty much the driving force of most games nowadays.
It is.
And it's the consistency. When I say that, they are always releasing something. They are always spoiling something. They are always in the news, for lack of a better word. They are always relevant at all times.
Do you think people don't get tired of like the FOMO boxes and like?
I'm pretty sure they are, but it pays off 100 all the time.
Well, because they sell it all, but they consistently screw the retailers that aren't the Games Workshop. I don't know if the Games Workshop stores get better stock than
they
indie
don't.
stores.
It's from what I understand, it's actually worse at official Warhammer stores.
Really?
Yeah, because they basically get allocated worse than we do, and if you go into the store to pre-order something on a Saturday, because that's when the new pre-orders come out, you have to stand in line at the kiosk and order it from the web store directly to get delivered to that specific Warhammer store. So you are susceptible of high sales items, like the release that comes out Saturday. Or no, not this Saturday. Is it this Saturday? What's the day?
That is the second.
Okay. Yeah, so Shadow Hunt. Shadow Hunt comes out Saturday. It's a Kill Team box. They sell out on the web store in 5 minutes. The people that go to the Warhammer stores are in the same line as the rest of the world.
They're just standing there instead of online?
Yeah. So they're trying to buy it from that store in the store. And if it sells out while they're in line, they're shit out of luck.
What? What business model is this? This makes
so it's
very confusing.
It's worse for people that go specifically to those stores.
Interesting.
And luckily we have a pretty good community that gets me what they want. I have them trained pretty well.
You whip them into shape.
Yeah. They know that like they can start requesting what they want from the Sunday previews.
Okay. For the following Saturday pre-order?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it allows me to make a better guesstimate of how much I need when my orders are due, which is before the Saturday preview. And then I can't change it from when it's put in. Yeah. Yeah. So instead of going in blind, I have trained 900 people to tell me when off of the Sunday previews.
You really Pavloved them.
Yeah, I wish. It doesn't stick.
Hence the this is how GW orders work.
In the Discord, yes. I have a channel that says how GW orders work, and it explains everything. And then we have another channel where if someone asks, I just post a reset the clock meme from Pacific Rim. It slowed down a lot, though, thank God.
Yeah. What is you say you've trained the community, so let's talk about that for a second. What's it like trying to foster that? Like to create not just orderly minions that will place orders at appropriate times, but I mean like a literal community surrounding a game shop, because that is the social hub for so many people.
Yeah, for the most part, it's interesting. It's like herding deaf and blind kittens. We'll say kittens. Because they're a little more crazy. And then every now and again, you'll get one person, out of say 1 out of 5 people in like a friend group will tell the other ones this is how it works. And they're like, oh, now we understand. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. It's interesting because this area is very saturated in game stores as it is, and people have options. But it comes back to consistency. Knowing the people who come to my store know that I'm going to be on top of getting them what they need and try and attempt to get it in a timely manner. Whereas some other places, it's significantly worse, or it's a worse experience. Like the store is not very big. We have 1,500 retail space and 1,500 square feet of gaming space. And because of all the stores in the area, we kind of have to go pretty much balls deep in the stuff that we do carry, which is Warhammer.
Yeah, I mean, almost, probably like a 30-year space?
It's a lot.
Is Warhammer?
Yeah. I would say...
maybe more?
Yeah.
Half?
No, maybe not half. Maybe...
1/3 final offer.
Yeah, I would say about third. 160. No, 5 3/4. Yeah, it's a big part because I try and carry literally everything at all times, because it's about being consistent. If they know that they have 4 different places they can go in this area within 15 miles of each other to see if somewhere has it, but why would they go other places if their chances of me having it are significantly higher?
So you get them in the door with stock, right?
Yeah.
People can buy stuff off the shelf. Immediate gratification, dopamine hit. That's what we want.
Yeah.
Right? As gamers especially, right? Whether they're cracking packs or they're getting that plastic crack. So what keeps them around, though? It's not just about purchasing. What brings them into the... I mean, obviously, you got the people who will never come to the store and won't play a game, but they will just buy stuff. And
My boyish charm.
Whatever. I mean, that would explain it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would explain it.
Yeah. No, this store feels like a home to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Mainly because we don't treat anyone like actual customers. It's not corporate at all.
Yeah.
There's no corporate feel. It's very homey. Everyone knows each other. I like to say that I'm like a bartender or like a nurse in a nursing home, because I know everyone. I know what they want. It's just a bunch of regulars all the time. And like I have the special brand of remembering everyone and what they want and being able to reach out to people who haven't got in their pre-orders for something.
Yeah.
And it makes them feel cared for.
That's what I was going to say. It's almost like a validation of themselves, right? That you care because you're helping them spend their Benjis, right? On stuff they want.
I'm like, oh, you play Ultramarines? Hey, I see that you haven't put your name down for the new Titus model. Let me message them in our Discord. Like, hey, you didn't pre-order this. Are you dead? And they're like, no. Do you want it? Yes. Okay, cool.
Got you.
Yeah. It's consistency, I think. It all comes down to just being consistent and having the things and letting people know that you know that they want it.
And something else you said, when you said it's not corporate, it feels homey, like it's like a dive bar or a spot where people come that you got the regulars, and regulars come back because they have that sense of community. Yeah. Right. And so I've talked about this before, that there is a deep percentage that I would offer of like neurodivergence in
Oh,
the
yeah.
nerd community.
Oh, yeah.
Right. And that's oftentimes, depending on the type and strength of that, creates very particular personality types that don't necessarily integrate well with normies.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's hard to find, if you're a hyperfixation person and you hyperfixate on a thing, and it's a very, very niche thing, it's very hard to find someone to interact with socially on that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Have you done specific things for the community there to make it a safe space? Because it is, and there's a very high percentage of neurodivergence, queer, trans, all kinds of representation in that community there. And like your stereotypical military dude, like whatever, right? They're like, everyone's there.
Yeah.
And like get along.
And
play games together for the most part, you know.
The silent war.
There's one or two Battletech guys. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay,
the silent war between Magic players and Warhammer players.
That'll never change.
Yeah, no. They both think the other ones are obnoxious when in reality it's both of them.
It's like, you're the same. Two sides of the same coin.
Yeah. I guess it with there being so many stores in the area, it became, what can we offer that isn't being represented anyway? Mm-hmm. And again, back with what space we have, it's not that big a space. Well, we're just going to go all in on Warhammer, and we're going to go all in on painting and hobby supplies, and then kind of like do a little bit of everything else. Yeah. And then basically just let people know if we, it's something we can get, I can try and get it. And, it's stuff that's still available that I don't have. We started working with the Pride chapter in the city, and we started vendoring for them, and it kind of just, we're the humble brag, but I'm pretty sure
get you some.
We are the busiest tent at the Pride Parade in June.
I would believe it.
And it is absolutely insane.
The amount of product that you take out there.
I mean,
it's insane.
We pretty much just sell dice. I bring a couple other things, and it just takes more physical exhaustion to bring board games and other things.
Yeah,
when it's space, like, this is what we offer. And then people are like, oh, cool, I want dice. So I'm just like, I bring, 600 sets of dice and then come back with 200.
What is it about dice? What is it about dice and nerds?
I don't know.
Like, why do we like dice?
I don't get it. I've been using the same dice for 10 years.
Yeah, it's because they're loaded.
Yeah. Some of them.
Yeah, I know. The ones I play against freaking Conquest are.
It took a lot of time to drill them out and then fill them back in.
Put the weights back in.
Yeah.
These need to roll like ones all the time. For those who don't know Conquest, you roll low. Ones are very good.
Ones are sixes.
Yeah, ones are sixes in Conquest.
Yeah. And sixes are bad.
Yeah, sixes are sad.
Sometimes my dice don't get that.
But most of the time they do.
Yeah. With the Pride stuff kind of took us, it was like, oh, this is like kind of an untapped market of where people in that community need a home.
Yeah.
And a place that they feel safe at. Mm-hmm. And we kind of just ran with it. It was like almost like a giant, it was a light bulb full of dopamine, realizing that these people, there was this many people who didn't even know that we were there. Mm-hmm. And then becoming like this safe space for people to feel like they have a family. Mm-hmm. If their home life is shit, then they can come there and get treated like shit in a good way.
Be good shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and because I've seen that, and it's the first thing that drew me to the shop. Yeah, I think was the community that was there, and it is just fucking beautiful, man. And like to your point, seeing people who come there is like, oh, clearly, how you doing? Not great. Having a rough day. What's going on? And they're here like, well, I'm gonna put on some armor and I'm gonna bash my arm.
Oh yeah, the SCA stuff. Yeah, when it's warm outside,
frustration out in the parking lot. Or I'm gonna sit here and I'm on a hobby. Because I need somewhere to be that isn't my house or whatever the thing is, and to see those relationships build between some of the most unlikely seeming people that like, if you took these two people and put them in a different setting, a normal person would look at that and be like, they're never going to be friends, right? They got nothing in common or whatever, right? Yeah. But you put people over that social contract of, hey, I'm in a 40K, you're in a 40K, right? Or I'm not in a 40K, but say we are hypothetically for this example. like that's our social contract, right? Like now it's way less intimidating for me to come over and shake hands with you and spend 6 hours of my day, because 40K takes inordinately too long to play.
It does.
With another human being, that because we have the safe space of this is the game, right? But also like, oh, there's other people like me here, right? Or whatever. So
well, that's a big thing with the neurodivergent people or especially the like more of the socially awkward neurodivergent, the shy people, the stuff like that. And I would say I'm an introvert.
Okay. Yeah.
But you put me in that store and everyone who walks through that door, I immediately know I have something I can talk to them about. There's no social shyness about, it's like, oh, what's your favorite color?
Yeah.
Like you don't get to know some people. I can, they're in the Warhammer section. I can just be like, oh, you like Necrons?
Nerd. There is that, because there is the correlation that exists, obviously. Like, you're here for a reason.
Yeah.
Right? And it's a reason that I can get down with, and I can talk to you about pretty much all of it. I think the other thing that I've really enjoyed about seeing a community like that develop is the care that people will come in, right? For inclusion of people around them. Or like, oh, you've never played this game or heard about this game? I'm totally stoked on this thing. Let me tell you about why I'm totally stoked on it. And then see other people get stoked about a thing. Yeah. And then they share that. You know? Like I don't know, it's really cool.
I've seen a lot of different groups like pop up, like become groups. Like there's 3 people who need a 4th, and then this person comes in, and then now they're best friends, and they found their 4th, and everything works out. I actually just had the other day, one of the customers, more back when they're like, oh, my bartender. One of the customers was venting to me about she broke up with her boyfriend, and I'm like life advising at her. And I'm like, this is like more of that bartender thing. Like they're sharing information with me that you probably wouldn't share at a more corporate type of store.
Oh, 100%. Like you don't walk into Target and start bearing your soul to the person. Yeah. Right? I think that goes back to something we've talked about in the past, which is like neurodivergence. I'm not a psychologist, obviously, but just anecdotally, right?
Yeah.
You know, neurodivergence, like we tend to not do small talk.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And can be like, if I start talking to you, and this is what I think makes some people uncomfortable in those, and like, I don't want to keep derogatorily saying normies, but it's kind of a joke. Normies. But like the normies, right, is that it can be uncomfortable if someone just comes out and is like, just point blank, transparently, like abrasively honest with you about a thing. Right. And they're like, oh shit, I was not ready for that actual answer. You know, when I said, how's your day? I didn't actually mean how's your day. Right. Like, you know,
not the normal, like, oh, good, everything's good.
You want the placation, the platitudes, that kind of crap, right?
Yeah.
Because that's what happens in corporate America. That happens in society, right? It's the platitudes. But you get into this space, neurodivergents don't really do that, right? So it's another cultural, social element, I think, of a good game shop where people can come and get that sort of input perspective, especially if they're in a space where they don't feel safe at home or something like that, right?
Yeah, it's almost like a church. Like the community.
That's an interesting way to make that comparison. Yeah.
There's so much more community at this store than there are at other places, because people go to the other stores to go there and do the thing that they're there to do. People come to my store to just bullshit.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
they just linger, just hang out, and not like 14-year-olds that have nothing else to do on a Saturday, like
35-year-old
grown-ass adults, are just going to come to the shop. I mean, I literally say that to my wife all the time when I'm talking about, like, you past year going through a phase of trying to identify things that make me happy and like mentally healthy and rejuvenate me, you know, in times of stress and stuff. And one of the things I've just acknowledged is, I mean, I love my hobbies, I love my games, but I'm a social person, right? I need social interaction, but I need social interaction on my terms with the people that I want to interact with. I don't want to just go to a bar and deal with drunk people bumping into me and talking to me, right? Like I want to talk to people that I want to talk to, right? For me, sometimes it's just like, I'll go to the shop and I won't even play a game. I'll just spend an hour and a half there, an hour, 20 minutes, 2 hours, whatever, just chatting, watching other people play a game, right? Making some jokes or whatever, and go. And I feel like rejuvenated. I'm like, that's what I needed.
Yeah.
You know,
just enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I spend a lot of my days off up there because it's so cool.
Yeah.
And hanging out and or playing games. it's very interesting for some people to try and grasp. Like, you hang out at your job?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Why? Because it's sweet.
Like, fucking rules, bro.
Because it's rad. We got all kinds of things, like snacks.
Like snacks.
Yeah.
Like a lot of just unnecessary amount of pickle flavored snacks. Which I
sometimes,
still don't get
that pickle soda.
Yeah, that was disappointing, I hear.
It was terrible. It was really terrible. Then it was so bad. It wasn't good. But
so bad.
Then I took,
strangely enough, that's what people say about this podcast.
I needed to move it. I needed to, like, because it was like, oh, it's a 24 case.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, I'll be guinea pig number 1 and try it. And I'm like, oh, this is terrible. How can I sell this to people? And I started convincing people to buy it and make the loser drink it.
Oh, God, that's genius.
Yeah.
That's where they went.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then people were, then half of the people were curious.
Right.
And they're like, oh, this is terrible. Yeah, it is. Sucker. No. Like,
it wasn't even like pickle juice, right? Like it was
worse than pickled. Like, pickle juice is pretty damn good.
I like pickle juice. So.
Yeah. It was like flat pickle juice that was barely carbonated. It just wasn't good.
Yeah.
And there was no redeeming qualities to it whatsoever. And then, but people were trying it and they were like, oh, this is terrible. I'm like, yeah.
Have you tried pickles, like the pickles in a bag, like the dill pickles in a bag?
Yeah.
I imagine those might be a hit.
Some of them, yeah. I actually looked into ordering those.
Uh-huh.
They come in cases of 48.
Oh,
that's way too many for me to just try.
Yeah, that's a lot of pickles.
So, I would love to, but and there's a minimum order quantity. So
of 10 cases.
Yeah.
480
pretty much
pickles.
I think it's 6 cases.
Oof. Okay, that's a lot of pickles.
Yeah, that is a lot of pickles. I'm like, I could probably sell some of these, but not that many.
Have you guys ever done like a grill out sort of thing where we're just gonna make some glizzies or some burgers or some vegan somethings or whatever?
Yeah.
The nugget bash is always huge. That's a big
the New Year's Eve thing. Back before one of our customers was cooking for our 40K tournaments, but he unfortunately passed away.
Mm.
And he would come and he'd cook burgers outside during the lunch break. And basically, it was good. Everyone bought a burger. People would come that weren't even planning to come to the store today.
Mm-hmm.
And he was selling them to people that weren't even in the tournament.
Rad.
Yeah, so it was good. And then that brings me, like, I guess, to a different, like, COVID was interesting.
Oh, yeah. I can imagine.
Yeah. It had me think that game stores might have to evolve a little to survive afterwards. We never shut down because we didn't have to, but we did follow all the guidelines. We stayed masked up longer than we were supposed to and limited how many people were in the store. Mm-hmm. GW shut down for 2 weeks and our shelves went bare because people thought it'd be longer.
Yeah, so they just mass bought.
Yeah, and people were just starting COVID armies. It was an interesting time.
I've heard a lot of stories of that about people got into wargaming during
COVID. Yeah, COVID hobbies.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of 3D printers were bought.
Yeah.
A lot of new hobbies arose from that.
A lot of people got an MCP then too.
A lot of divorces also.
Very true. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, you spend that much time with someone, you figure out real quick whether you love them or hate them.
Yeah. It's been a ride going through COVID. I made the Discord before it was like a trend. Mm-hmm. They're like, oh, this store has a Discord. Well, I made the Discord to try and keep the community active to the store.
Engage with each other, yeah.
When they couldn't.
It is a wildly active Discord.
Yeah. 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 It is interesting.
It's a problem for me because my OCD, I have to clear out all the notifications.
I do too all the time.
So I mute as much as I can.
Yeah.
Except for the stuff I'm interested in, so I don't see those notifications because it would ruin me.
The only channel I have completely muted is sports.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you kind of need to.
I don't sport.
Yeah.
So.
But you kind of need some responsibility there. That's the
the Wild West over there.
Everyone's always be asking you questions about the Denver Broncos or the Atlanta Chieftains or
the people with the state
with the sports balls.
Yeah. Then they have their big balls and scoring their stuff,
their goals,
tendings. Yeah, they got it.
They got it.
Yeah,
Fucking nailed it.
Someone understood that.
Yes. Somebody they understand. Someone out there understands this.
Yeah.
Other people are like, what are these nerds' problem? Has there been surprises for you as in the context of like running the shop, creating a community, whether it's like games that you didn't expect to ever take off or that you thought were total garbage, or it was things within the community happening that like you didn't see coming?
Yeah, Trench Crusade's one of them.
Hell yeah, brother. I was hoping you'd say Trench Crusade.
It took a whole year.
It did.
Like an entire year.
I believed.
Of people like kind of playing it here and there, on and off, and somebody be like, hey, we should play Trench Crusade. To the point that I was like, if you get 6 people in here, I'll paint one of your models for you.
Yep.
And then you were like, hold my beer.
Oh, I see your 6.
Yeah.
I'll raise you 24.
Yeah, there was a lot of people for that. I don't know. Trench Crusade's also an interesting place because I can't monopolize it.
Yeah,
that much.
It's tough, right? And I think that's one of the interesting things as someone who has taken a pretty heavy shift away from a lot of the mainstream games. Not all of them, because I like Conquest, like MCP, but a lot of the other stuff I play is a lot more like fringe, you know?
Yeah.
And
miniature agnostic.
Yeah. And it's very difficult to support a store on, right?
Yeah.
And that's a conversation we had early on with Trench Crusade, like when I talked about doing the Gasland stuff and things like that, is like, well, what's the benefit to you? What's the benefit to the shop? Yes, you're, fostering community and you're getting people in the door and stuff, but like realistically, like, is a couple of bucks and snacks worth it to dedicate 4 hours out of a day to an event?
Yeah.
Kind of a thing. And I think that's got to be tough from a shop owner perspective, right?
You kind of have to weigh in that some people aren't going to buy anything. And it's a big argument, I guess, with 3D printing, and what we kind of have a more strict 3D printed policy than some other stores. But if a game is fully 3D printed, it's fine. But like Warhammer is definitely our main bread and butter moneymaker.
Yeah.
And our 3D printing policy limits that specifically for GW. Because I guess there's a stipulation or an unspoken rule, kind of like if you have a fully 3D printed army of like Warhammer stuff, you aren't really a customer.
Sure.
Yeah. And I wouldn't say most, but a large percentage of people who have 3D printed armies like that don't even have them painted. And if they had them painted, then they are a customer sometimes.
Because they got to get supplies.
Yeah.
Right.
And they gotta have supplies. But if they're unpainted, then you're just using the space. And that's, I guess it's kind of part of the game of like having the open space.
Of a business. It's a business. Yeah.
Not everyone does it, but some will. And you just hope it doesn't catch on.
And you don't do table reservation fees. You don't do any sort of like membership fees, any of that kind of stuff.
Nope. The only thing we do reservations for, and it's free, is for like people who play D&D. Because they take up a large space.
And they typically take like a back room or something like that, because you guys have a couple of those.
Getting people in the store is the main goal. People in the store tend to see that we have lots of things. And then if they don't even play any of that stuff, but they look around and see what we have, and then it becomes word of mouth. And word of mouth is very large, a big deal. I think it's a main reason why the queer community basically most of them reside in my store. Yeah. It's word of mouth. They can come there and
you're safe.
They're safe. Yeah. Yeah.
Find your tribe.
Yeah.
Because that's what we're always looking to do as human beings, right? Like we need to find our people.
Yeah. Well, it was a couple weeks ago, I just saw a stream of people coming in, and I was just like, there are more queer people here than there are non-queer people. And there was like they were doing a magic cube.
Okay, cube draft.
They were doing a cube draft.
Yeah.
And I look and I'm like, all of you are gay. in the most positive way. Yeah. And I could go in there and the type of community that we have and the people that I knew them all. And I can just go in there and, count them one individual and just say that out loud and they'll all laugh. Like everyone's so lighthearted about the stuff. They know how I am with people. They know that I don't mean it in a bad way.
Yeah.
Like
it's like a celebration, really.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I think that's been some of the coolest thing. And I've been to shops all over, you know, and it's got a unique vibe. You really do. What you've done, you've nurtured an interesting thing. Have you encountered challenges?
They usually sort themselves out themselves. If we've had one person, I guess, didn't agree with, I guess, the queer community there, and they stopped coming on their own volition. I didn't have to do anything. It wasn't their vibe.
Cool.
And it's like, cool, bye.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah. And then there was someone, I guess another person came up to me and said they were using the wrong pronouns. And then I was like, okay, like I know who is it? Okay. Well, I'm not going to talk to them directly, but I am going to go in there and I'm going to say something. And I'm like, hey, attention everybody, please use the right pronouns for customers. And if you have a problem with that, get the fuck out. And then, later the person that they told me, they came up to me and they were like, hey, I'm sorry, I'm using the wrong pronouns. And and it's like, that's fine. But it's also a little bit it can be hard to, I guess, advocate for yourself.
Yeah.
If someone uses the wrong pronoun, you don't want to be that stereotypical, it's ma'am.
Yeah.
It's such bullshit.
Yeah.
That people would be afraid to be like, my pronouns are she, her, or he, him, or whatever.
Yeah.
You should be able to say that without being judged or it being a problem.
There's so much pushback, though, I feel like, culturally, an idea that it's going to cause conflict. And I think it goes back to this isn't just a neurodivergent thing. I'm not trying to push just on the neurodivergence, but because plenty of people are conflict avoidant. Right?
Oh, yeah.
They're very uncomfortable with conflict.
I feel like most neurodivergent people are conflict avoidant.
But I feel like it's
people pleasing.
It's a lot higher. Yeah, it's a lot higher anecdotally, again, in my opinion, in that kind of a community of just neurodivergence, because it goes back, I think, to the social element, the social interaction, right? If I can't make eye contact with you because I'm so uncomfortable, I'm not going to say, hey, now, that's so uncomfortable for me to call you out on something.
Yeah. Look me in the eyes.
Yeah, exactly. Look me in the eyes. Tell me that. So, it's admirable that that's a space that has been crafted where that's a thing. Yeah. And you're able to have that kind of impact. And then hopefully people have the wherewithal to come back and be like, oh, that's me. I fucked up. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And the one person, when I made that call, they came up and they told me. And then that person also expressed to me that there was people at the other location of a game store that isn't me. I'm not going to call them out.
That's very, very high of you. High road.
Yeah. They're only 1.6 miles away. That they were, what's the word I'm looking for? That people were maliciously using the wrong pronouns.
Okay, well, fuck them then.
Yeah. And the staff did nothing about it. And it's like, oh, cool. Well, that sucks. I'm sorry. You're safe here. Kind of thing. You're fine. You're fine here. And, empathizing with them, apologizing. And, they come over. They play. Now they're a regular.
That's awesome. Doing the deed.
Yeah.
Bringing people together.
Yeah.
I love it. So we've kind of covered the gamut of a few things.
Just a few.
Probably keep running this track for a while out.
Yeah. Episode 2.
We'll come back to part 2.
2 out of this one.
Nah, this is a single one. We're good. We got plenty. This is the par for the course for the show.
Yeah.
This is what it's about. So we'll have to delve in on the next one on the transition from 40K into other games. What that has been. We didn't get the back of your history there.
No.
The rest of that piece. Obviously, we got plenty more to talk to, but
there's lots of lore.
We got to get into the J lore.
Yeah, so much.
J lore.
Why does he have one eye?
Yeah, people are probably wondering that.
You mentioned that an hour and a half ago.
Just casually drop that into the equation and move on.
How did he lose it? Well, the world may never know.
The acquiring minds want to know. Well, Jay, I appreciate you, buddy. Thanks for coming and hanging out.
Yeah.
We will definitely do this again. Is there anywhere people can find you? Anything you want to spread out into the universe as far as social medias, anything you got going on, promote?
No, nothing really. I don't know. We don't have that much of a social media thing.
Cool.
I mean, I post on Facebook for stuff. No, it's not very big. We don't have an online store or anything. It's all
Sick.
all local.
I love it.
Yeah.
Fuck capitalism.
Yeah.
I mean, but don't, because we need
I'm
to
just
keep shop
lazy.
open.
Like, opening up an online store with our inventory requires double the amount of work, and I don't want to do that.
I could only imagine.
Yeah.
I could only imagine.
Nope.
We'll link the store in the notes.
Yeah.
Show notes below. Maybe the Discord, throw that up there. It's got a vital community, both in person and on the socials. Lots of good games in the area. It's good stuff.
Yeah. I'm out of gas.
Sick.
Yeah.
All right.
Goodbye forever.
Until next time.
Yeah.
It's just there in case you wanted to make some coins tinkle and somewhere other than to capitalism, which may be a thing, but maybe not. I don't know. Anywho, other ways you can support the show is you will get a high five from me. I had to do this again. All right. We have Patreon. Hey, it's free. Boom. 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 Whoopsie, I was on mute the whole fucking time. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to your... God damn it. Late on the fader. Why did I have it turned down? What was I thinking? I don't know. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to You're Such a Nerd, the Geek Variety Podcast, coming at you with the speed of your